Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? Hope everybody's fine. Hope you've had a good day, good weekend, stuff like that. Okay, so today, once again, welcome to Learning with Lennie. Okay, it's lesson 14, but this is gonna be two parts. So this is actually part one of two. So this is basically, I just want to go a little bit more in detail to actually teach you guys. So, some people have also asked, like, how do you set goals? What do you know about goals and this and that? Okay, so the most important thing before you even do anything is the point of view understanding, what is the goal? Okay, so every individual right now who's going through the toughest time or who's actually going through a breakthrough or anything like that, right? Okay, the main thing is for you to set yourself focused on what you want to achieve. Okay, so the most important thing here is what is the goal. Okay, you've got to be able to ask yourself that question, what is the goal? Okay, so it's really important for you to have a clear picture, a really clear picture of what do you want to achieve. Okay, what is the goal you want to achieve? Okay, so it's got to be very clear in your mind. Okay, number two, it's got to be really, really specific. So when you have, okay, so for example, um, um, if I want to sell a duster, okay, so I've got to be very specific in what color, okay, I've got to be specific in how many I want to manufacture, how many I want to have in production, how many I want to distribute, how am I going to distribute, who am I going to target, are we going into schools, for example, which schools, which areas, how are we going to penetrate different states, different countries. So all this has to be specific. Okay, you've got to go as much as possible in detail. Okay, the third thing here is got to be measurable. So whatever that the goal is got to be measurable. Okay, so for example, again, a duster, right? A duster can be, everybody can make a duster, everybody can distribute a duster. Okay, but how is it going to be measurable? You've got to understand that your goal, the goal you set, has to be measurable. That means where am I going to place it? Who am I going to reach to? How am I going to reach the market? Is it a niche market? Is it a market for all? Is it usable by everybody? How long can it be used? So the measurable part is really important for you to understand. Okay, the next thing about what is the goal, you've got to have a time frame. Okay, so you see, you got to always understand one thing, that having a goal is always good, having a time frame is always better, because the time frame allows you to understand whether you are getting close to your goal, whether you've achieved your goal, whether you've gone above and beyond your goal. And that is what the time frame allows you to do, and it allows you to understand whether or not you are progressing. Okay, so it's really, really important for you to understand that you must have that time frame. And the time frame, please also set it realistically, because a lot of people fail in businesses, a lot of people fail in their first 2-3 months is only because they have planned very poorly. Okay, so when I say a time frame, you've got to understand. So for example, if you're a business owner and you have a product and you want to do a startup about, okay, you've got to be able to give yourself the time frame where what is going to happen is in the next 6 months with your cash flow. Have you got sustainable cash flow for the next 1 year? How is your product going to reach to the market within the next 1 year? Where are you going to achieve it? So the most important thing is the time frame has to be 6 months to 1 year. This is the minimum time frame you should have, because you probably won't achieve a lot within the first week, within the first month, probably even the first 3 months, but you'll start seeing a difference probably in the third, fourth month, where you can actually go like, okay, yes, we're starting to move. And when you are starting to move, it builds that confidence in you that, I'm able to go to the next level. So for example, like I always say, I have my own product. So my product, when I first started off, right, it was really understanding how do we go to the market, because the product, so the product I have, there are other people who has product. The difference is we also do it. So I have to understand that if the product can be sold out there, are people going to pay the price I'm selling it? Who is my target market? How am I going to do it while I'm in this pandemic situation? Are people going to meet me? So these are all things that I have to understand, and I've given myself the time frame as well. So the same thing I'm actually advising you. You've got to have that time frame to understand that if you have the product in hand, how long before it actually reaches market? How long before is your first sale? Because these are things that's going to help you to achieve it over the next 6 months. These are things where you're going to have that confidence in the next 1 year. Okay, and then of course the long-term time frame is always 3 years and 5 years. Where are you going to be at in the next 3 years, and where are you going to be at in the next 5 years? Because when you can see far ahead, you can start achieving from the beginning. When you can't see far ahead, you'll probably fail within the first few months itself. Okay, and that would demotivate you to go further. Okay, so that's really important. The second part here, which I just want to share with you, is, so why do you have to have a goal? I mean, so I have a goal, right? I mean, I have a product, I can just go and sell it. What's the big deal of having this goal, right? So the question here would be, why have a goal? Now this is where you understand what is the goal first of all. Okay, so having a goal, okay, you need all this, right? Now the question would be, why have a goal? Okay, so 3 reasons that I've actually put it here, which is going to be quite easy for you to understand. So it is, if you buy a car, you've got to have fuel. You've got to pay for petrol, right? You've got to pay for fuel. Okay, why do you need fuel in the car? So today we're going in a hybrid version and stuff like that. But the, 95% of cars, right, uses petrol, uses fuel. Now it's the same as you. Okay, if you don't have a goal, it means that you are empty. Okay, you're not pouring fuel in yourself, and if you don't pour fuel in yourself, how do you move forward? If you start the engine, it's not going to start. If you try to push the car, it's not going to start. So the most important thing is you must have that fuel. The 3 reasons here that you must be able to understand why you need that goal is because it's fuel. It's pumping your energy to move. Okay, so that's really important. The second reason here is you've got to be genuine in your goal. Okay, you can't have a goal that you're going to change tomorrow. You can't have a goal that you're going to change in a week, because that's not a goal. That's just trying your luck. Okay, so it's really important that you've got to be genuine in the goal you set. Okay, so again, why have a goal? So that you are genuine in achieving things. You're genuine in knowing where you're headed. You're genuine in wanting to know more. You're genuine in wanting to go forward. Okay, so that's important. And the most important thing here you've also got to understand is, why do you actually need a goal, or why have a goal? You can set a standard for yourself. So you yourself know, right? If I'm going to go from A to B, okay, so my time frame is 1 year. Okay, now I'm setting a standard for myself. I know in 1 year I should be at all these places. Okay, so if I don't set that standard for myself, what happens is I don't even reach B. I will not even reach B. I will not even pass A. The only reason is because I don't know where I'm headed to. So there's no standard for myself. There's no a movement for myself. There's no goal for myself. There's nothing for myself. So which means I'm going to be stagnant at where I started, and it means I've also wasted my time over the next few days, the next few months, the next year or so. Okay, and that's important for you guys to understand, that when you have first of all goal, when you have a goal, it means you understand this. Okay, so it's really important to understand what is your goal. Okay, what is the goal all about, and why do you need to have that goal? Okay, when you know this, I'll come to the third part, which is going to be in part 2, which is a bit more of points, so that you understand that when you put all together, you know that by having that goal you can achieve a lot of things. Okay, so I hope that this has added value to you. 2 things I just want to share with you, 2 tips to be successful. Okay, Number one, determination. Without determination, you're not going to head forward. Okay. So remember the other part, the other lesson I had the other day, which was you've got to be able to have the desire as well and discipline as well. So the other part of it is also determination. These are the three D's that you must always have. Okay. Determination is all about again the fire in you, the fuel that makes your engine move. Okay, the fuel that gets you from A to B. So that's determined to go ahead. Okay, and most importantly is commitment. If you're committed to starting something, you've got to be committed to finish it. You've got to be committed to make it, follow through with it. You've got to be committed to make it successful. Always be committed in what you want, whether you're an employee or an employer. Be committed to be successful in anything you do, because it's going to only allow you to get better, smile more, achieve more, be happy always. Okay, so I hope this has actually helped you. I hope it's given you a lot of value. Okay, I will definitely see you in part two. Okay, of the topic of what is the goal, and if you basically had anything, any part of this that has actually helped you out, please help your friend, share with your friend. Please help to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, and comment as much again, because I'm always happy to read your comments, and I'm always happy to reply you as well. And if you need help, please reach out to me. Again, I've got my own products. I'm looking for agents, stockists anywhere here in Malaysia. We're looking at just about 12 stockists as well, to actually run different countries. So reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Okay, so until then, I'll see you in the next lesson, which is lesson 15. Okay.